Is Mike Wolfe really letting American Pickers slowly go? Hello everyone. My name is Emma. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up for American Pickers fans, it has been a world of change. Both co-stars and fans have lamented the loss since Frank Fritz's death last fall. Even though the show has continued filming and releasing new episodes, longtime star Mike Wolfe's announcement that he was taking a little break from filmmaking to concentrate on other endeavors was a huge shock. American Pickers fans are now completely rocked by yet another significant announcement. Mike Wolfe made the significant announcement earlier this month that he was closing his antique archaeology facility in Nashville. Wolfe shared the difficult choice to bid farewell to the physical business and the individuals who have contributed to its success in the heartfelt Instagram post. "We have taken the difficult decision to close our antique archaeology store here in Music City after almost 15 incredible years. This place has meant the world to me, not just the brick and mortar but the people, the neighborhood," he wrote. "The people who came through those doors from all over the world told me their stories and reminded me every day why I began this journey in the first place. Being a member of this community, this city, and this stage of life has made me really proud. However, there are instances when you need to stop and consider where your time is going and where your heart is calling you next, even when things are going well. So where is that next that he speaks of?" Wolfe also shared his future plans with his supporters in the message. "That's family to me," he remarked. "It's taking a bit more time, remaining grounded, and concentrating on the new endeavors that are consuming my spirit. I am by no means going to vanish." He kept on writing, "I've learned over the years that it's easy to spread yourself too thin, and balance is something we all chase in one way or another." Mike tries to be hands-on in every store he owns, a source told the U.S. Sun when the announcement was made. In order to spend more time with his family, he is attempting to somewhat consolidate. Combined with a few additional recent modifications, the American Pickers, as supporters are aware, may also have to make sacrifices in the future for Mike Wolfe to do this. American Pickers has been a mainstay on History Channel since 2010. On American Pickers, Mike Wolfe has also been a mainstay. Antique archaeology played a significant role in the series during its 26 seasons. Part of the reason ardent supporters flocked to the businesses was because it serves as Wolfe and the team's home base. Mike Wolfe is still in charge of the flagship business, but closing the Nashville branch demonstrates his desire to improve himself. Even though he tells viewers it's not yet over, it makes sense for some to worry that American Pickers may also go out of business after years of personal struggle around the show, including bidding farewell to one store to stay headquartered in Iowa with his own crew. He has expressed his desire to prioritize his family, restore equilibrium, and embark on new endeavors. The continuation of concluding chapters of his American Pickers life suggests a desire to create a new identity and career, even though he claims he is not abandoning the world of picking. He is working on a new series and movie. He has a new love in his life. Even while he claims it's not the end, every indication points to that conclusion. The original show as they know it will probably have to end, but American Pickers fans will probably follow Wolfe on all of his endeavors, including his new show. Although there will always be choosing to be done, it would be wise to use a different location. You want to end on a positive note? Although he claims that the flagship store and internet presence will continue, we can only infer that the official end is imminent if something were to happen to either of those antique archaeology firms. For years, Mike Wolfe has been the face of American Pickers, the History Channel juggernaut that turned the quiet art of picking into primetime entertainment. Alongside Danielle Colby, Frank Fritz before his departure, and an endless parade of dusty barns and forgotten treasures, Wolfe transformed his obsession with antiques into a phenomenon watched by millions. But lately, fans have been asking a question that once seemed unthinkable. Is Mike Wolfe really letting go of the show that defined him? The signs are everywhere if you look closely. Social media whispers, long breaks in filming, ratings fluctuations, and the bittersweet tone of Wolfe's own recent interviews. To casual viewers, American Pickers may look the same as ever, a road trip across America in search of forgotten relics, but for die-hard fans, something feels different. So what's going on? Let's dig deep into the rumors, the reality, and what Mike Wolfe's future may hold. When American Pickers premiered in 2010, it felt fresh and unlike anything else on television. Antique hunting wasn't new, but Wolfe brought an adventurous, story-driven twist that struck a chord. He wasn't just buying and selling, he was rescuing pieces of Americana. Mike's knack for negotiation and storytelling elevated the format. Frank Fritz provided the perfect foil with his humor and laid-back personality. Danielle Colby held down the shop and injected her own brand of energy and sass. Together they were unstoppable. The show quickly became one of the History Channel's biggest hits, ranking alongside Pawn Stars and Ice Road Truckers. For Wolfe, this was the dream come true he'd been chasing for decades. But dreams evolve and sometimes they even fade. It's impossible to talk about Wolfe's shifting relationship with American Pickers without addressing the elephant in the room, Frank Fritz's exit. The fallout between the longtime friends shook fans to their core. Once considered inseparable, Frank's health issues and the public rift left the show forever altered. Wolfe has continued with new partners, including his brother Robbie, but some viewers feel the heart of Pickers was lost along the way. For Mike, Frank's absence may have triggered something deeper. After years of building the series alongside his friend, carrying the torch alone might not feel the same. Fans speculate this was the beginning of Wolfe's slow drift, the biggest window into Wolfe's state of mind. Over the past few years, his Instagram has shifted from show promotion to deeply personal reflections. Posts about his late mother, tributes to Frank despite their rift, and musings about life, loss, and legacy paint the picture of a man looking inward. He often writes about slowing down, cherishing family, and preserving memories, all themes that hint at a man thinking about what comes next. One particularly emotional post even had fans convinced Wolfe was preparing to step away from Pickers entirely. While he never said it outright, his tone suggested that the road-worn lifestyle might no longer hold the same appeal. No TV show stays on top forever, and American Pickers is no exception. After more than a decade, ratings have naturally dipped. While still respectable, viewership isn't what it was during its heyday. Some fans blame the absence of Frank. Others argue the show has become repetitive. But behind the scenes, ratings drops put pressure on Wolfe and the producers. If the audience is shrinking, does Mike feel less motivated to keep pushing forward? Industry insiders suggest that Mike has been weighing his options. He knows he's tied closely to the brand, but does he want to watch it slowly fade, or exit on his own terms? While speculation swirls around Wolfe, fans have noticed Danielle Colby taking a more central role. She's always been a fan favorite, but could she be stepping up to carry the torch if Wolfe steps back? Some believe Wolfe has been quietly grooming Colby to take over as the face of the show. She has charisma, deep knowledge of antiques, and the loyalty of longtime viewers. If Wolfe is indeed pulling away, Danielle might just be the one to keep Pickers alive. Another piece of the puzzle is Wolfe's growing list of side projects. He's opened and expanded antique shops, curated collections, and dived into restoration projects. He's also been increasingly vocal about historic preservation, speaking out about saving old buildings and forgotten cultural landmarks. For Mike, this passion may now outweigh the grind of constant filming. There's also his personal life. From his relationship with Letitia Cline to time spent with his daughter, Wolfe appears to be prioritizing what truly matters to him, and that might not always align with the demands of a reality series. The biggest question isn't whether Wolfe is distancing himself, it's how he'll do it. Mike could continue appearing on the show but with less involvement, letting Robbie or Danielle handle more of the spotlight. This would allow him to keep his legacy intact while enjoying more freedom. Wolfe could shock fans with a sudden announcement, walking away to focus on family, business, and preservation projects. The show might continue without him, but it would never be the same. For now, Wolfe hasn't made any official moves, but the breadcrumbs are there. On fan forums and social media, emotions run high. Some argue that American Pickers can survive without Mike, just as it tried to survive without Frank. Others believe the show is Mike Wolfe, and losing him would be the final nail in the coffin. The passionate reactions prove just how much Wolfe means to viewers. He's not just a TV host, he's become a symbol of Americana itzy. He may not walk away tomorrow, but everything from his personal reflections to his shifting focus suggests a man preparing for the next chapter. And maybe that's okay. After all, the spirit of American Pickers, finding beauty in forgotten places, is something Wolfe will likely never abandon. He just may no longer need the cameras rolling to do it. Mike Wolfe is still at the heart of American Pickers, but the writing on the wall is clear. He's easing away. Whether it's to spend more time with family, focus on preservation, or simply rest after years of relentless travel, Wolfe seems ready for change. For fans, the uncertainty is bittersweet. But maybe the lesson is the same one Wolfe has been teaching us for years. If you thought Mike Wolfe would be riding the backroads forever, think again. The king of the pickers may be plotting his most surprising move yet, stepping away from the show that made him a legend. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with TS.